What's up everyone? So a question I get all the time, and I probably got this twice, but you know what, I had to make a video about it. The question is, why don't I use my Samsung Galaxy S10 or pretty much all the new phones that I buy? As you know, I buy a ton of phones, and more recently it was a Samsung Galaxy S10, and that's a pretty good question. I totally understand. I just want to say, I'm not like a spoiled kid or anything like that. Like, I've spent my own money getting these devices. I don't like have sponsorships or anything like that with Samsung. I personally buy all these things, and I did a video like this about like 9 months ago when I bought my iPhone 10, and I made that video why I haven't upgraded to my iPhone 10 yet, and the same philosophy pretty much still applies, but this one is a little bit different, okay? Now, the Samsung Galaxy S10, I spent about $1,000 on this phone, and the funny story is I was about to return it, right? Because I was like, I'm not even going to use it, it's no point. But I tried to return it the day after that the return policy, the 14-day period went up, so I was like, screw it. So I was kind of sad, but I was like, screw it, I'll just keep it. And the main thing I want to get out of the way is, if I didn't have this YouTube channel, if I wasn't making videos, I would not go out and buy any of the phones that I have now. I would probably still be owning an iPhone 6s Plus or an iPhone 7 Plus. I would not be owning all the latest, newest things. I would not be doing that because there's no point to. Because I personally do believe it, as if you've been following my channel for a long time, you know I talk about used technology all the time. I'm like, go get the older technology, like a 2-year-old flagship or something, rather than spending more money on the newest Samsung Galaxy S10 or the newest phone you have to spend, that you have to pay a premium for. And I kind of got the same questions too for my iPhone XR. For some reason, people always ask me if they can give it to me. Literally, if you looked at my Twitter DMs, you would know how many times people ask me for free phones, and the iPhone XR is one of the main ones. I spent, I think, like $800 on this one or something, and money isn't everything, but that's a lot of money to spend. Even for me, that's kind of a waste of money to buy a phone and not use it. But the main reason I even own these phones in the first place is to do comparisons and do reviews and talk about these devices that I own. And if I don't own these devices, then I don't have personal experience of owning them, and I can't talk about them. And then what is this channel then if I don't have the devices? But my main device right now is the iPhone 10, and I even did a comparison not too long ago between the iPhone 10 and the Samsung Galaxy S10. And in my opinion, I do think the Samsung Galaxy S10 is a more premium phone. I believe this has more features, it's more everything, it's just a better phone overall, better cameras, however you call it, it's a better phone overall. But the main reason why I haven't upgraded from an iPhone 10 to a Samsung Galaxy S10 is because how much am I gaining? How is the value of the phone that I'm using increasing going from an iPhone 10 to a Samsung Galaxy S10? And take away the Android versus iOS, take away everything. I can use 2 phones at one time, Go get another SIM card from my carrier, go pay the monthly fee for it, and just go from there. And I'm going to be using 2 phones soon, but take away that, the Samsung Galaxy S10 is a better phone. So why am I not using a better phone? Why am I using an older phone versus a phone that has newer features? And I did the same thing when I got the iPhone XS and the XS Max. Why didn't I keep those phones? The main reason being, like I said before, is how much value am I getting from it? Is my life changing at all? Is it going to be disruptive? Is it going to be whatever? And I said the same thing with the 7 Plus when I upgraded to the 10 in that video, and pretty much the whole synopsis is, the newer phones, they have cool features and everything, but going from one phone to another in this day and age, there's just not that much of upgrade going on. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S10 is a pretty big upgrade, so this is pretty much the exception. But as a whole, even going from an iPhone 10 to a Samsung Galaxy S10, how much better of a performer am I getting? How many more features am I getting? How much more of this? How much more of that? Like this, I spent, I think, somewhere between $500 for this phone like 9 months ago. This is when this phone was still like brand new at the time. The XS and XS Max didn't come out. So I spent, I think, $580 on this. I spent almost twice that amount of price for this phone, and I don't think this phone is twice the price of the iPhone 10. I don't think it's twice as good or anything. It's maybe like 10% better, 15% better. This has the SD card slot, a headphone jack, reverse wireless charging, better cameras, all this stuff. But I just don't think it's worth the upgrade in my opinion. And I really utilize that in my own life. Even though I currently even own this phone, I still look at it like I don't really need to go use it. I'd rather just go make videos with it and everything. And I just wouldn't feel good owning the brand new device. I know that's kind of weird. A lot of people are like the exact opposite. If they have the newest thing, they're going to use it. There's no point in using an older phone. My philosophy is like, I'd rather use the older technology, save some money, than using the latest and greatest. And I feel like if I own this phone, I would just be so paranoid of dropping it and breaking it. With my iPhone 10, I don't feel like that. If I drop it, I don't really care. I do care because I don't want it to break, but I know I'd freak out more if I dropped this phone. And the main reason why I don't even use it is because I don't really see the need to have the latest and greatest. And even though I do own it, I still kind of act like I don't own it. I treat it like I only make videos with it and reviews. Maybe I'll resell it down the line, who knows? But as of right now, I see no reason to use it. I think it's a tremendous phone. I think it's one of the greatest phones ever made. But I just think owning the latest and greatest right now is one of those things where if you have the money, go for it. If you like it, that's you. But for me personally, I don't know. And like I said, I said the same thing with the iPhone XR. I said the same thing with the iPhone 10, my current main phone, when I bought it in 2018. And I made that same video and I drew that hard and everything too. And I personally think an iPhone 10 to an iPhone 10R is kind of a downgrade. But overall, I mean, it's a free country, do whatever you want to. But I just think in my mindset, older technology is just so much more better of a value than the latest technology. And maybe if I did use it, I would be in that mindset. But as of now, I think that's a really good thing, being okay with having used technology and older technology than the latest. So that's pretty much where I'm going to end it at. Hopefully you guys aren't confused. Me talking, I kind of confused myself, but I think I made a little bit of sense. So if you guys have any questions or anything, leave it down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, that'll mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it'll mean so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel, all those links are linked down below. I would really appreciate if you guys could check it out. But more importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.